no matter how you do these postures, no matter what particular approach that you follow, they're all beneficial. But I've taken this to a different level altogether, and I think I might give you a little example how this whole system works. I usually quote Picasso. Same paint, same colors, same brushes, what he produced is worth millions, and yet other stuff maybe a few $100 worth. What we can do with the body and the technology that we have, and the way I go deeper into it, and use the technology the way it is, and get in touch with and awaken that power that is in a dormant state. We all have it, we never lose it, it just gets obscured. So the Chittam Vritti Northam, which is the core and the central message of yoga, I use that by calming the mind, then bringing the energy into the core. So when the postures are being done, you're not in touch with your just hamstrings and the extension of your biceps and the triceps. You get in touch with intelligence. And what you're in touch with and what you feel, what you're mindful of, that power can be awakened. So I'm trying to refine the technology that itself is orchestrating the whole process and go deeper into the source. And when we do from the source and feel the postures being carried out and tapping into the reserves, we are not even using 2% of our total potential. And that potential is so magical. When the body produces its own serotonin and melatonin and endorphins and heroin-like substances that tranquilizes, they are of the finest quality, the right amount for the right target organ without any side effects. That's what is needed. So how to keep decongesting and how to create the intrastructural and intracellular space in the body. Our body is atrophied otherwise. So you put in the best of food, it's not being digested, it's not being absorbed into the cellular, it's not going into the nucleus of every cell of your body. That's where the magic is. That's where the energy being metabolized, that's where the calories are being burned. And then a usable form of energy called the ATP is being produced. So when the body has a usable form of energy, then the repair work and regeneration and regulation of the system and the state of homeostasis is stabilized. And once that system is stabilized, like for example, may seem very simple, but it's huge. In the last 40 or 50 years, I haven't missed a teaching class of yoga due to sickness. Because that stability was stabilized 50 years ago, and I'm benefiting from it today. Being 90 and being able to still work 7 days a week, and I still productive in terms of the workload that I go through, but not with frustrations. Every moment is a joyful moment. And the more I'm going deeper into it, the more I feel there can be greater productivity. It's like we can learn to keep reinventing ourselves and do things in ways which can become magical. Neuroplasticity. Everything is reversible. Our body is changing from year to year. It used to be 7 years, then came to 5 years, then came to 3 years, now it's 1 year. Our skin is changing every 6 weeks, our digestive system is changing, inner lines of the guts every 5 or 6 days because they deal with hydrochloric acid and other strong chemicals, and our bones are changing every 3 months. Every system, every part of our body is being renewed. By the end of the year, we have a new model. But if you don't feel it, you're stuck with the old model. That's why visualization becomes the most important part of the whole process, more than the physical exercise. But when we combine the physical exercise with the visualization, we can hasten the whole process. And if you maintain a routine, a few positions, it doesn't have to be a prolonged routine, 3 or 4 positions which will help and nourish the brain, bring energy into the roots, we can transform our body in a matter of months. That's how profound this methodology is.